If you've reached 70 and a half, there are several retirement rules you should know about, and one of them can affect how your IRA distributions are taxed. First, let's clear up one important misconception. Turning 70 and a half does not mean your required minimum distributions suddenly begin. That strategy is called a qualified charitable distribution, or QCD. For most people today, traditional IRA RMDs generally begin at age 73, but 70 and a half is still a very important age for another retirement strategy. At age 70 and a half, you may be eligible to have money transferred directly from an eligible IRA to a qualified charity. If the requirements are satisfied, the QCD can be excluded from your income instead of being treated like an ordinary taxable IRA distribution. And later, when your RMDs do become required, a qualifying QCD can also satisfy part or all of your RMD. But there is a critical detail. The money generally needs to go directly from the IRA trustee or administrator to the eligible charity. You generally cannot simply take the money yourself, put it into your bank account, and then call that payment a QCD. Second, the timing matters. You must actually have reached age 70 and a half when the QCD is made. Third, there is an annual dollar limit. The limit is adjusted under tax law, so don't rely on an old video or an old number you saw online. Fourth, don't assume the tax reporting happens automatically just because the IRA company sent you a Form 1099-R. Fifth, documentation matters. Keep the paperwork showing the amount transferred and the charitable organization that received it. The distribution is generally reported on your tax return, and the qualified charitable portion is handled differently from an ordinary taxable distribution. You want your IRA records, charity acknowledgement, and tax reporting to tell the same story. So if you're 70 and a half or older, don't just ask, do I have to take an RMD? Ask another question too. Could a qualified charitable distribution make sense for my situation? That question could be worth discussing before you move money from your IRA. Remember, 70 and a half is not today's general RMD starting age, but it is an important QCD milestone. Always verify the current IRS rules.